So finally here we are at the Pebble Beach Golf Course. Drove up from San Diego, took us about 10 hours, including charge time, dinner, etc. Got there to the hotel at 11, set my alarm clock at 4:50. Overslept and almost missed my tee time, so was fortunate enough to have that slither of light coming in through the curtain, and woke me up at 5:50 with a tee time of 6:30. Got ready in about 10 minutes. Hyatt Regency is about 15 minutes from the course. Got there, checked in at the gate at 17 Mile Drive. Did not have to pay for the fee because I have a tee time, and subsequently drove from the gate to the course in about, I'd say, 3 minutes. I was gunning it, let's just put it that way. Fortunately I was in the Tesla, and there was no sound, and fortunately there were no cops, but I was extremely relieved when I got there. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, the first hole is a fairly short dogleg right. I was playing from the gold tee. I didn't want to make my trip miserable and play the blue. Gold is it's pretty decent at 6,500 yards in of itself, so it's a good challenge. So as you can see, dogleg begins at about 220. So I decided to take my driver, and yeah, no warm up, very cold, and a bunch of guys right in front of the pro shop. So got a little nervous, hit it right out of bounds, so I had to drop from about 160 out, hit this one pure. We had two caddies amongst the four of us.
Just on the front.
You can hear the caddy says in the front. Actually, it ended up being on the green. This is me taking a selfie right in front of the green, and this is where my ball ended up. And so, yeah, let's see if I can two-putt this. Putt it to about 5 feet, and then, of course, yeah, hold it for a little double bogey to begin the day, including a out-of-bounds penalty. So second hole, it's a 460-yard par 5 for us. For the U.S. Open, it's par 4. Fairly straight. The second shot is risk and reward because it's guarded by bunkers. Yeah, there's a false front in the front. Hit this one, cut this one pretty good. I believe I hit it about 240-ish, and decided to lay up. So took my 52 wedge, hit it a little thin, but not too bad, and then had about 115 left. Hit this one, casted it, so my classic weak fade miss, went into the bunker. At this point I was like, oh my god. But fortunately, I was hitting my bunkers decently. Left on this one a little short.
Yeah, though.
So it was caught up in the rough. So yeah, you can't even see my ball right there. So I grabbed my 56. I just want to chunk it out, which went a little long, but not too bad. There you go. I'm gonna miss, and for a double bogey. So another double. So at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna keep score. I'm just gonna film, enjoy my time there. I'm gonna probably end up playing, pretty bad, but it ended up being okay. So third hole is a tricky dogleg left, fairly short. From the gold tee, for my distance, you want to aim kind of at the middle to the left bunker, and so I kind of did, but I actually pumped this drive a little too well and had a little fade on it. So ended up right in the middle bunker. So you actually want to cut like at the edge of that tree on the left, that short tree. But yeah, so here's a shot looking into the ocean. I was a little too close to the lip, so I had to grab a 52-degree wedge, laid it up to about 40 yard, and then had to chip it on. Hit this one decently, which is not my forte, but I had to pull it a little bit, so it was left edge of the green. And I believe I two-putted this.
Take the break. Got it.
Oh.
Yeah, went a little long, so not a giving distance, so I had to putt this. Fortunately, I made it. So that was a bogey, not too bad. And then par 4, it's a short par 4, is 307 yards. Normally, should have just taken out my hybrid, but I was fairly comfortable with my driver. And the landing area for my driver distance is pretty good.
There you go.
So I just went after it. I know I was cutting it all day, so I aimed a little left, and I just pumped another one down the middle. I think I hit about 230. Then I had about this left. Kind of took it off a little bit. Came short again. And I hit this one actually pretty well. And then 2-putt for another another bogey, which is not too bad. Number 5 is a 140-yard par 3. The blue tee is a big difference on this one. Blue is about 190, but the gold is 140, so it's a stock 8-iron for me. Hit this one well, but kind of lost my wrist angle a little bit, and so I hit it a little slight weak fade.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Just missed the edge of the bunker, maybe like a yard. So, yeah. And so I had to...
Look at this beautiful place.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, my goodness. Whew.
Yeah, there you can see the 6.
Oh, too up close and personal.
There you go. Hit that well. But guess what? I can't sink any putts, so yeah. But good pace.
I thought that was it.
So another bogey. Here's the look at number 6. Intimidating hole for sure, because you know, the landing area is not too bad. The fairway slopes to the right, so you want to aim a little left. For me, I was aiming towards the bunkers, let it trickle. And the second shot is intimidating because you can't see the green. It's probably a good 20 to 30 feet of elevation onto the landing area. But fortunately, we had our caddy with us, which is definitely a highly recommend thing to do if you are a first timer. All right, so here's my drive.
Fine.
I thought it was gonna roll all the way out to the right, but the caddy actually said it's fine, totally fine. Obviously, he's experienced.
Oh my goodness.
But it was scary though, because the right side there's nothing. It just goes all the way out.
All right, well, I gotta get this hole on film. Ah, that's beautiful. This is why we pay the money. Oh my god. Bucket list. Dream come true. Oh my gosh. Can't talk. Bunker game's on point. Wedge game, pathetic. Alright. I gotta save some battery here. Alright, number 6. That flag is just about to disappear in front of us as we walk up to the ball. Living on the edge, fellas. Cut one close. Alright. Cut one real close. That yellow one.
Down there.
Our wonderful caddy, Ron. Let's go get our club.
So he said hit 180. I thought I hit this a little thin, but actually turned out to be a great miss. Just kind of went a little shallow. Look at this. This is beautiful. Oh my God, still getting those bumps. And so I let myself, I believe, like a 70 yard. And yeah, again, my wedge is just atrocious that day.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. Wow.
Yeah, breathtaking for sure. I think I pulled down my 62, hit this one directly straight up, came up short. So that was so bad. Wasted a lot of shots on wedges. But you know what? Still smiling because, yeah, even after this, duffed it And then fortunately, two putted this, which was good because it was a 30-footer. And then bogeyed, and yeah, so we are 8 over through 6. Not too bad.